Alrighty guys, how's it going today? So it's nice out. It's actually, this is the warmest day it's ever been for the season. So quick update, we did get the tires put on the cultivator. They're used tires, but they'll last. Forgot the fucking washer. I gotta find a locking nut or a locking washer. Couldn't find one. That guy's been spraying his yard like a son of a bitch too. Unreal. But anyways, got to do a couple more things to the John Deere cultivator, and then that thing will be ready for action. But the big thing is, you guys will probably see that video. Well, I might post this one first. I don't know, but I might post. Yeah, I might post this one first. I don't know. But looking for a washer. Don't have any big enough. I don't have the damn farm either. Shit. Well, I'll have to run to the hardware and I guess grab one then. I need a locking. No, that's the same size what we had fucking earlier. Damn it, son of a bitch. Anyways, we've been having some trespassers, and of course we never could catch any of them. But, you know, they're leaving their fucking stupid tracks in my grass, in my hayfield. And, we caught one. And, got him on video. And I'll be posting that video probably somewhere in this video as well. I don't know what the hell's been going on, but my audio's been not working on my GoPro, so I think it's possibly because of the power wire that got plugged into it is, maybe it's not plugged in all the way, and it's it's letting it power up and record, but it's not letting the audio come through. Because it was working before that, before I put that fucking wire on there, so I don't know, I'm gonna try it again anyway. I probably should do some tests maybe, and see if it's going to continue to do that with that kind of a wire. Then maybe I won't be able to do that. But anyways, yeah, we did catch one son of a bitch. We're not 100% who the hell they are, but it's I'm going to take it as a father and son deal. They're running around on a blue Polaris Razor 900. I thought it was an 800, but it's a 900, I guess. Whatever. They're basically the fucking same, just different in horsepower. But we caught one, and just let me say this right now, I was ripping into the motherfucker hardcore. I'm pretty sure I called them little bitches too, if I remember correctly. I called them little bitches, and you know, why the fuck you're trespassing, and of course they gave me the same old excuse that they didn't know it was our land. They didn't know whose land it was. Okay, well, first of all, even if you don't know whose land it is, you shouldn't drive on it without finding out. Okay, if it's state property, you would go to the state to get permission to drive over it. It doesn't mean you just get to drive all over it. And if it's private property, you may want to look into that. Okay? You know, you may want to look into that a little bit. So, but yeah, he gave me that excuse. And the kid wasn't even talking. It was the fucking father. So the kid's a little bitch too. Because he didn't even want to say anything. So, but yeah. I was ripping into him, and I will show that video clip. I may have already shown it, I don't know, because there's no audio, so you guys don't get to hear me cussing at him. But it doesn't really matter anyway if you don't hear me cussing anyway. It's the point that I got their faces on fucking video. So if they act up again, then you know, then we'll have evidence. Then we'll know. So, you know. People over there, I didn't even know that. Anyways, but yeah, we caught him. We don't know how long they've been doing it, you know. Well, here's another thing too. We also found some dirt bike tracks down there as well. And yesterday, was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. Yeah, because it happened around 4:30. There was a couple of dirt bikes going by, and I figured, well, it's during the day. They're probably not going to go do it. Well, they obviously did it because they were driving all over the fucking place. And I didn't notice it until today because I took the tires up to the gas station to get my tires, for the cultivator replaced. And well, the guy with the damn scrap metal that has this whole corner lot piece over there where the cars are at, but he owns a little bit. He has a little bit of it, or he did have a little bit of it that had, he had his junk on there. Well, he's going bye-bye because they're parking all their cars there now. He's got a little bit left on the side of the ditch, but he was blocking the fucking road. So me and my grandma just took the highway, and then we jumped off onto the dike, and we just took the dike home because he was still in the way because we figured he'd still be there. So we just came up that highway and jumped off the dike there and got onto the dike and went back home. So the John Deere is riding on some slightly, well, they're not new, they're used, but they hold air and they're going to work for what I need them for. I don't need brand new tires, so yeah. So that's just, if you people over there in North Dakota are watching my fucking videos, that's what's going to happen to you. You're gonna get yelled at. You're going to be called fucking names. I have the right to do that because you're on my property. And I will put your ass on fucking YouTube. So, and if you look at the end of the clip, of that clip, slow it down. Like, rewatch that part of the clip and then slow it down when he takes off and watch the little kid. He looks over at the four-wheeler, probably looking at the GoPro. The GoPro is kind of blacked out because it's in a black case now, so maybe it's a little bit harder to find it. But most likely they know where it is. So, but, yeah. Should have told them, too, that they were being on camera. So, yeah. Fucking stupid. They just don't learn a damn thing, So, we do have gaming cameras up, and we do plan on adding more. So, you motherfuckers might as well just give up. Because you know what? It's not your property. Are you the one paying the taxes on that land? No. Do you own the land? No. So what are you doing on it? Drive on the dike. The dike is a public place for you to be driving all you want. Just because you want to go to the pond, or wherever the fuck it is that you bitches want to go a little quicker, doesn't mean that you can just jump off the dike and go right across my field. Okay? No. It doesn't work like that. That's private. The dike is public, so stay on the motherfucking dike. Okay? End the fucking story. Stay off my fucking property. Or you will be videotaped and put over fucking YouTube. So, and I will save that for future use, and I will give it to the cops if you bitches act up again. So, yeah. Fucking caught them. And they were stupid, too. Like, I mean, I don't know if they exactly knew it was our land, but if you come from North Dakota, you most likely fucking know. But, see, the thing is, too, he said, well, we didn't know this was your land, and this kind of bullshit, right? I've heard it before. And that's why I told him that I've heard that story before, and I don't believe it. I don't believe it, because if you're from North Dakota, you fucking damn well know, especially if you live in that little fucking town. You just done come off the fucking highway, off the bridge, right? Where does that bridge go? North Dakota, into Minnesota, next to our property. I heard you slowing down. Do you think I cannot hear you coming off the bridge? Coming on the bridge, or whatever the fuck it is? Yeah, I hear that. So he jumps off the bridge, goes along the dike. Okay, I figured, well, he's just going to go along the top of the dike and drive past the farmyard. No. He actually jumped off. And you'll see it in the clip. I'll probably put that part of the clip in there where I'm going up the dike and I go down that, up that ramp and then slightly to the left and down the ramp. That's our ramp, so we can get into our fields, okay? Into our field. So, technically, some of that's private as well because it goes right into private property. You know. And just because you see a trail there doesn't mean that it's public. The trail's not public. It's a private trail. Once you go off the dike into that field, it's private. Can't go any further than that. You're at that point, you're trespassing. So, but I mean, if you're going on the bridge, going to North Dakota, obviously you live there then, because you're not going to come from anywhere else in North Dakota just to come ride this dike. I'm sure there's plenty of dikes everywhere else. You know, like most towns around this flood area zone, you know, have dikes of some kind, or they have major ditches then. So I mean, clearly you live there. Maybe you don't live exactly in town. Maybe you live a little bit outskirts of town. What are you doing driving your thing on the highway? It's illegal. They're not legal for the road. But you know, they do it here, but there's no cops here. So you know, so whatever. I don't give a fuck if you guys are driving on the highway, driving on top of the dike, going wherever. Don't be on my fucking property doing it. Because, you know, for one thing, you're trespassing, and two, you're damaging hay crop. It may just be fucking full of weeds, but there is grass in there that, you know, we do feed our cows with. You know, you don't need to be trespassing. You don't need to be damaging crops. How would you motherfuckers like it if I came over to your place and drove all over your damn private yard? You wouldn't like that very much, would you cocksuckers? Well, I don't fucking like it either. So, just remember that if you're thinking about going into our field, you will be on camera and we will catch your fucking ass. So, don't even try it anymore. That's just bullshit. At that point, it's just bullshit. So, and it's kind of funny how you motherfuckers don't come out to probably 7 or 8 in the afternoon, you know, late in the afternoon, when it's basically almost getting dark out. Well, clearly, then you guys are watching and you're trying to figure out my schedule. Well, I'm figuring out your schedule too. Clearly, you guys come after 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. You stay until like midnight, and then you go all over the place. You know, so I know your motherfuckers' schedules too, so you might as well just stop, because I already know. And then when I can hear you motherfuckers coming into town, I can hear you motherfuckers leaving. So, give up. Complete bullshit. Now, I don't know, like I said, if this guy's done it before. He might be new, but I don't care. Don't fucking do it. So, but he knows now. And I'm sure he'll go over to that little town where he lives at, which is right over there, and he'll start blabbing to everyone. Well, I got caught by those people. Oh, they weren't being very nice. They were cussing at me while my son was there. I don't give a fuck if you got a kid. It's the point that when you're trespassing, I can say whatever the hell I want. If you don't like being treated like the little bitch that you are when you do that kind of stuff, then you should not be trespassing. And then you got the balls yet, you fucking retard, to drive past my farm on the road there and then wave at us. Do you think I'm really going to wave back at you after I just caught you red-handed trespassing? Like, clearly now you're just trying to get back on my good side again so you can just, you know, so you can come back and do it again. I didn't even wave. I just shook my head at him. Because I'm disgusted. Oh, and then get this, the guy on the Red Ranger. I was out mowing the other day. He waved at me. What brings that on? I don't fucking know. I thought he hated our fucking guts because we caught him twice. So I figured, well, he's going to hate us. I don't know. He's either one trying to get on our good side so he can do it again, or maybe he's grown up and he's realizing shit. And, you know, maybe he's finally manning up to what his, you know, to his mistakes. I don't know. But don't try to go trespassing again either. So anytime you fuckers come around here, at any time of the day, I don't give a fucking shit when it is, you coming out, I'm going to be right there fucking behind you cocksuckers, because I know you guys are going to be fucking doing it. So, I don't care what fucking time it is. And we do have gaming cameras down there, and like I said, we will be adding more. So, you guys are just a bunch of bullshit fucking lying cocksuckers. I don't know how many times I've heard this story. Oh, we didn't know it was your property, or whatever, you know. Fuck off. Don't even say that, because I've heard that story a million times, and I told that guy that too. You know. And all he did was kind of shake his head. Well, maybe you kind of should maybe look around and see if there's some, like, no trespassing signs, which we do have some up at the north end. You know, we shouldn't have to put them every goddamn foot to make you know that it's private property. You know, it's just stupid. But I guess maybe we're just gonna have to. But that won't stop them either, because they, one, probably can't read signs, and two, they're assholes, and then they'll just keep trespassing, because that's what they do. So, absolute fucking bullshit. But yeah, so I'm probably going to post this video before the other video that I got up. I got another video up on YouTube talking about trespassers as well. So that's an older video from like probably a few days ago. Like I said, I'm behind on fucking videos, so I'm trying to get a lot of the older ones up and get them out of the way. But I'm putting this video up. Probably going to edit it tonight, hopefully I can, and then upload it tomorrow and actually get it live on YouTube for tomorrow. So, because, you know, we caught someone. So, and it happened to just be perfect timing too, because I was out working on the cultivator. Me and my uncle were putting the new tires on. So, and I tried to get video of that too, but about a minute and a half into, my GoPro quit. So I don't know if maybe the wire's not going in all the way, and maybe it's shorting out and then just instantly killing my battery, or what. Like I said, I'm not too sure what the hell's going on with the GoPro. It's been acting up ever since I put that wire on. I'll have to maybe check and see why it's acting up, but it's either not going in all the way or it's not agreeing with that setup. I don't know. That shouldn't matter either, but I don't know. It's all just fucky right now. But it doesn't matter about the audio. But it would have been nice if you guys would have heard the audio. But that would have been hard to hear me anyway, because I left the four-wheeler running. So that's another thing I need to learn too, is turn the four-wheeler off. Just, even if it's in gear, just turn it off. It'll stop on its own, because if you leave your four-wheeler in gear, the belt is still tight, it'll just lock up and stop. So I've done it before. You hear a nasty grinding noise, but don't do it that often and you won't break nothing. You only do it when you have to. So, or maybe in some kind of an emergency, don't have brakes and can't stop. So leave it in gear and turn your four-wheeler off. It'll just use the engine and slow you down, and all the gears and everything, and the belt. So probably not good for it, but it's good for emergency stopping if you have to. So, but here's another thing too. It's funny how then I told him to get lost. And then he got the balls to climb back on top of the dike there in the corner. You'll see it in the video too. You guys probably already saw that because I had included it. So, like, okay, yeah, do that in front of my face. That's nice. But then they probably wanted to get out of this field as quick as possible, so that's probably a good thing to do too. You know. But don't make it a habit and don't come back. Because you'll just get more of the fucking treatment. And I did tell him too that if he comes back, I will be calling the sheriff. So, but that's what's going to happen. So, because I'm set up with it, you know. It's not your property to be fucking around on. It's not your property to be damaging. You know, you shouldn't even be looking at it. You know, it's fucking private. It's not public. But you'll see it too that he followed my trail, and then he was going into the woods. Okay, I don't know if he went all the way or not, but I'm sure he did. But did you perhaps Did you perhaps not see my fucking no trespassing sign hanging on a yellow rope? That kind of should have given you a hint that, hey, it's private. But then again, they probably just think it's just the woods. But you should also have the common sense, too, to think, well, who's cutting this hay here? You know, or what's this part of the field going? I mean, you know, if you don't know whose property it is, look it up in the system. You know, there are fucking, you know, websites out there that let you look up land and see who owns what. You know, and if it's state property, it'll probably say state property. You know, or whatever, or town property, whatever. But if it's got someone's first and last name on it, 90% of the time, it's private. Okay. But just, you know, again, just because you see a trail on it doesn't mean that you get to go on it. Thinking that it's public. So, but yeah, I definitely was not fucking nice about it because, you know, this is bullshit. You assholes are clearly just doing it to try to get a laugh out of it. Well, just remember karma. Remember that. That'll soon bite you back in the ass at some point in life. Because you'll either do it again, you know, have your face and your fucking machine on video or in a picture, and I'll give it to the cops. What I should have done was taken the GoPro off the four-wheeler and stuck it in their face. Like, well, I'm getting this on video for evidence. Well, basically, no matter what, you see their face anyway. It's hard to see the father. You have to know when to exactly pause the video to see his face as well. But you for damn sure see the kid's face. You know. But don't ever give me that excuse that you don't know whose land this is. Because if you're from there, you know. You know. You know, and if you're new here and you're talking to those people over there, they're gonna tell you. They're gonna say, oh, this guy, this family is bullshit. You know, go drive all over the field. You know, blah blah blah, because because you don't like us. Maybe I ought to come over to your place and drive all over your property. See how much you like that. Oh, I bet you if I did that, you guys would be right there yelling at me. But I can't yell at you. Yeah, bullshit, bitch, bullshit. So, but yeah, but it sucks that you guys didn't get to hear the audio because I was ripping into the kid, both of them. Well, the kid wasn't even saying anything. It's the father. But you know, no matter who's driving, regardless if it's the father, the son, or a daughter, or a granny, whatever the hell it is, an old man, I don't care who the fuck you are. You're trespassing. All of you fuckers are trespassing. That machine is trespassing. You know. I really do wish that there were laws out there to where a private homeowner could either arrest, arrest them, basically. I forget what it's called. And then seize their machine. You know. So, another thing I could have done was I could have said, you ain't going anywhere, and I could have called the cops and told them to come out here. But, you know, yeah. But the cops said that, you know, because we called the cops a few days ago because we had, you know, obviously trespassers going through still at the time. And the cops said, well, the best thing we can do is, you know, give them a warning. And, you know, because he said, too, it's hard to catch them. Yeah, it's hard to catch them, but if you can get your timing good, then you'll be able to catch them. So, and it helps to put gaming cameras up as well. But I don't really care for gaming cameras because the only ones I could find have a 70-foot flash range, which means anything within 70 feet of the camera will activate the camera. I think that's daytime and nighttime, no matter what. So anything after that, then it doesn't do anything. So that's why I don't really care for gaming cameras, unless they had some that went a little further. But I've yet to find any. But if they do, they're probably very expensive. So I wouldn't mind finding, if I could find one maybe that went maybe 500 feet. That'd be nice. But again, they'd probably be like $500 too. You know, because they're expensive when they're already 50 to 70 feet. You know, you're talking $80 and up, or $50 and up actually. So, but yeah, so there you go. We did catch someone, father and son. Like I said, the video will be there again. I might even play it a couple more times yet. Maybe I'll just play that. But yeah, that's just the way it's going to be, you know. I don't care if you don't like it, you don't like your face being on camera or on YouTube. If you don't want that kind of bullshit in your life, then you need to stay off my land. You know, because that's not acceptable. And the cops can't tell me to take the video down anyway. You know, so doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So there you go. I'm sure he'll be going and spreading the fucking word now and all that crap. Well, that's, you know, that's a good thing. So now we need to see who's driving around on dirt bikes. But I got kind of an idea, but you know, really should have gotten it. That's another thing you need to remember too, is get their fucking name as well. So I'll remember that for the next cocksucker that decides to fucking trespass. So, but yeah, but I'm still thinking about that wire for the GoPro. I don't know if maybe it hasn't been in all the way, and maybe it's not charging it, but it's just running off it. Because I had it going earlier, like I said, because I was trying to record the video, trying to make a video even before they were coming, of me and my uncle working on the cultivator a little bit, and about a minute and a half into it, it died. So I took it into the house because I was pulling the videos off it, you know, of the trespasser and the cultivator video. It acted like the battery was dead. So I don't know, the battery was dead. So I got it charging in the house right now, but I should be able to charge it off the machine. The thing is too, is that it's in that case, and the hole for that wire, see, the wire's got a really thick handle thing on it, so it's kind of a tight fit. I might actually have to grind that out. I probably should go do that when I get in. Maybe that would solve my issues. I don't know, maybe it's not going in all the way, because sometimes things will kind of do that. They'll go in a little bit, enough to power it, but it kind of messes up the camera, and it doesn't really allow audio to be recorded. Because I had used the GoPro earlier in that, you know, and it was fine. So, and you guys seen that tractor video of me trying to pull the cultivator. Well, it was working clearly, because you guys heard the tractor running. So, must be that wire. Maybe it's not going in right, or not going in all the way like it should, so I'll probably have to grind that hole bigger, which is not a big deal. Should have did that in the first place, but I thought it would fit okay. But so yeah, so I guess I'll go do that. And but no matter if there's no audio or not, it's still the point. You got the face on video and the machine on video, and you can save it, and you know, future use. You know. So, but I mean, after that, you know, after trespassing, and then you got the balls to drive past again, and then you got wave. Yeah, you're not going to get that kind of treatment. You're not going to get away from me anymore. You know. So, and damn right, when they left, I flipped them the fucking bird. The double birded yet, too. Did they see it? No, because it was behind their back. I still did it. I have a right to. Sons of bitches for fucking trespassing. So, but if you guys would have just heard the audio, my grandma still can't believe that I talk like that to some people, especially, you know, in person like that. I mean, I've done it once before with deer hunters when we caught them. I don't even think I was on YouTube at the time, but it was a few years after we moved into this place. The lady at the grocery store over in the North Dakota side thought she could hunt on our property. She had asked my grandma, but my grandma never said anything. And I guess she took it as she could do it, which was not the way you should think. And I was staring into that bitch. I was letting her fucking have it. And basically, my grandma's jaw hit the floor because I was, you know, calling them out like the little bitch that they are. But see, that's the problem though too, is that my grandma's she's kind of a softie, you know. That's the problem. She don't have a problem yelling at family members, but when it comes to trespassers, oh no. Give him a pat on the back and give him a damn cookie and some milk. I still haven't heard those big machines come by yet, but I think that's them now. I don't know where the hell they go, but I got the pickup. But I am, so that's pretty well it. I hear a couple of more machines coming into town now, or wherever the fuck they went, but oh, there goes one right now. But I'll be keeping an eye on them as well. No, that's not a... That sounded like a Jeep. Yeah. They're even going that way too, so... There's some gravel crunching though. How do I hear gravel crunching? It was obviously clearly a car. Oh yeah, way over there, yeah, okay. So, there you go. Trespassing. Got it on video. You know? So, yeah. There you go. Trespassing. Caught him red-handed. I just wish you guys would have heard the damn audio. Because you guys would probably be... Your job wouldn't be here, it'd be on the floor. And if I can remember correctly, I'm pretty sure I called them little bitches. So, because I'm not playing nice. I don't play nice with people. I don't care if you hate me. I honestly do not give a fuck. Not one fuck is given. You know, once you're on my property and you don't have permission to be there, yeah. You're not gonna be getting a cookie from me. You're gonna be getting some bad words. They're just lucky that I'm not the violent type, you know. You know, because I would have decked them all one. But I figured, got him on video. I'm bitching at them. I'm cussing them out, calling them names. You know, that there really should be good enough. So, but if they'll listen, I don't know. So, it may be quiet for maybe a couple of weeks, but then they'll probably start up again. You know, that's just the thing. They start up after a while. The word will get around, and then they won't come around. But then they'll start up again, like in a couple of weeks. So, that's that Jeep again. Yeah, that's a Jeep. So, I'm going to give you guys some advice to dealing with trespassers. Okay? Now, my advice may not be, you know, there's probably better ways of handling it, and there's probably more ways of handling it, but for me, this works. One, have a camera. Even if it's a phone, you know, use it. Record them, take a picture of them, whatever. The main thing is you want to get their face and their machine that they're driving. So you can either give that to the cops. Well, give it to the cops too. But keep it for future use. Now, yeah, they'll probably go trade their machines off every few years, but you still have the face. It's either in your mind or in a computer or on a memory stick, whatever. You have it saved. Okay, it keeps leaving again. And then the second thing is to, you know, well, you can put up signs, but they're not going to listen to them. So I recommend fencing off your fucking property if you can afford it. You know, make some kind of a fence, even if it's made out of a pile of tree brushes. That works too. I've done it and it works. Okay. And then another thing. Don't be nice. Don't be nice. I don't care if they're girls, okay? You don't have to go and punch them. You just fucking need to yell at them. You know, and get it on video. Take a picture of it. I recommend videoing it because you can record their voice and your voice. You know, it's just better evidence. And use a phone that's good quality and got good audio. Don't use something from the 1990s. You know, because that's just bullshit. So, keeps going over there. And another thing I recommend doing, I think I've said this, I don't know if I've ever said anything like that, put up gaming cameras. Yes, you're probably going to have to go check on them, but the only time you really have to check up on them is when you have seen tracks, fresh tracks. And then check the cameras. If you see fresh tracks, go check your cameras. Other than that, your camera should be good for quite a few months, because usually some cameras, gaming cameras, will run on 8 batteries, and they usually last like 8 months or whatever the hell it is. That's what one of them said anyway. And put the biggest memory card you possibly can into them, which is, most of them only go up to a 32 gigabyte memory card. Go with the big ones. Don't get a 16 or a 5 or 2 or whatever that gay shit is. Get a 32. Yes, they're expensive, but damn well worth it. That's what I got in my GoPro, is a 32 gig card. My phone's got that. It's a 32. So, you know, go as big as you possibly can. You know. Don't be nice. You know, so that's just complete bullshit. At that point, it's just complete bullshit. But I caught the motherfuckers. They're going up on YouTube. And that's the end of that. So, ooh, she's blacking her now, boys. Ah, shit. Well, we're going outside here, so hang on. Because I'm done now. So, anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you thought. Or what you think. Hey, my light works. If the light's not on. So, and get yourself one of these, too. Get a security light. So, make sure you have them on your house. Or even on your property. You know, because they won't know. See, well, mine's solar powered, so that's probably another good idea. Wherever you plan on putting a gaming camera, maybe put one of these solar powered lights there. Because then at least it'll be a lot more lighted up, and then you'll be able to see. You'll be able to see them better on the video. So, that's always I know that's probably a waste of money and expensive, but you know what? It probably would work. It's not like you need a fucking million candle powered light. Like, this is only an 80 LED light, and it works just fine. So, lights up the door, because I have it adjusted for the door. Goes right out to the road. It's very dim at the road, but it lights up my general area. That's all I cared about. And of course, if you wonder what these are just work lights, in case I plan on working out in the dark. That there's not bright enough, so these are brighter. They're not LEDs, but they're 10 times brighter, so they're more of a yellowish color. Plan on swapping them out with the LEDs once they burn up, but whatever. Alrighty, guys, I'm going to take off, so I guess have a good day and stuff. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.